Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Hope everybody has a great day and had a great day yesterday. If not, let me know in my comment box. First name and specific question. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Peace. Hello, everybody who's new here. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Sasha. Hi, Veronica. And I do this work near around 30 years now, and this is the only place where I do minis when I'm live on YouTube and TikTok on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, Fridays, and probably this Sunday. So if somebody's interested in knowing something, keep them short, the questions, because they are mini. I choose them at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I can. Of course, on TikTok, my 1, 2, 3 top viewers, or if you have a super fan logo behind your name, then for sure I'll grab your question when I do minis. The only thing I ask from you for minis is tap my screen, follow me, subscribe, like my live on YouTube. It all helps me grow on social media. During my live, I also do 5-minute depth readings for a small donation of $10, €10, the minimum, depending where you are in the world, of course. It's really easy to get yourself on my VIP list. Hi, Razia. Just go to my bio on TikTok. That's the picture there. First and second options in my Linktree are platforms to donate. You can also go to PayPal me. Medium Sasha's my name. Minimum donation $10, €10. Don't forget to put your name and question in those comment box. You can also gift a train here on TikTok, only on TikTok. Then I'll add you physically to my list. Then just put your question in a comment box, okay? Hi, Dukes. Good morning or good afternoon, depending where we are in the world. Maybe some people, good evening. Thank you, Veronica, for a train. Yes, please share my live. It all helps me. Thank you so much, Veronica, for 5 minutes on my list. Thank you, sweetie. Email your question. That's fine. Okay. Oh, Shirley, you are not being shown by TikTok. Why? Just let me push the button. Yes, you're approved. Shirley is approved. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start doing minis, okay? Let's see. Number one, Meme. My interview went well, as you said. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I was shortlisted. It's only 2 of us left. I'm so proud of you because you had to do some homework and you had to believe in yourself. You see, you are better than you think you are. So from here up, see how powerful you are. You just believe in yourself. You don't need people to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself. You're fine. You have that gift, sweetie. I'm so happy. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Shirley, thank you for being my top 2 viewer. Are they going to pay us at work or do I have to threaten them? Oh my God. Yeah, I don't get pentacles, sweetie. I'm so sorry. I see that you need to send out a message. Sorry. Blue Butterfly and Fairy and Wonder Woman and Tatters, thank you for joining on YouTube. Hello, Sasha. Wanted to know, did Ben buy Brenda bracelet earrings she wear daily? Oh my God, sweetie. Why are you hurting yourself so much? Continue. I'm getting yes. They are gift pressure from a man that she's connecting to. I think it was like a birthday gift. Razia, thank you for being my top 1 viewer. Will Mr. Houghton help me better than Mr. Kaplan? Let's check. Who's gonna help you? Yes, the first person for sure is communicative, much more present, much more active, and really is ready to charm you. So use it in your advantage. Sarah, when will Wayne open up to me about himself? Oh my God, sweetie. I'm picking up, just gonna take time. I'm not getting really a timeline because it's an emotional journey and emotions is difficult like to really like pick up on the time. My pleasure, mommy. What I'm picking up on is you just need to show kindness and empathy, even how difficult it is. You need to show that person how you want to be treated, and then he will mirror. It's like he's so much in his head about a current situation with kids and a wife and all that, when you're so stressed, empathy is gone, and you sometimes don't realize that. So if somebody's very empathic, maybe you wake that spark in them, and it needs to come from an empathic space. So don't turn this harsh energy back, in my opinion, sweetie, because then we're going nowhere. Very greeting, madam, greeting back. Yes, I had a beautiful day on Wednesday. I went to the beach, it was really nice, and went out for lunch. I really had a treat. Hope you had a peaceful Wednesday. Did Timothy choose Elle because she is prettier than me? I want to know the truth. No, I'm getting emotions. That person just saw and felt that the current relationship with you emotionally was going nowhere. Just was concentrating on the bad. Couldn't see the good anymore. So it was a choice on emotions. Wonder Woman. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sweetie. My question is, why Benito nosy about what's happening in my life? Thank you for in advance. Yes, let's check, sweetie. I'm seeing that that person feels you, even they don't see you or you're not apart. I do feel that you are really soulmates, and when he feels something, he needs to know, is it you or is it him? It's like he has difficulties to untangle from you. But the thing I need to clarify is when things are going bad in his life. So if you see more activity towards you, searching for answers, like a bit like a thief in the dark, because he's not really showing their face, then something's not going well and they want to blame you. So I'm sorry, sweetie. It's really not nice because you. Oh, 10 minutes? Veronica, thank you. I have you on my list and I got your question. I'm going to do a few minutes, Veronica, and then I'll get to your question, okay? Hello, Sasha. I got the first like. What an honor. Oh, thank you, Tatter. Thank you so much. I miss the person I'm thinking about. Are they also missing me? Yeah, of course, sweetie. Let's check. Yes, they're missing you 100%. Emotionally missing. So that's good. It's not just attraction. It's also you as a person or a version that they know from you. Blue butterfly. I thought it was an engagement gift. Oh no, sweetie, it was a birthday gift. It's what I get. I don't get an engagement gift yet. And did B get his correct diagnosis yet? Thank you for being my #1 viewer, sweetie. I'm getting yes. And now he needs emotionally to wrap his head around it and like live with it and change maybe some things in their life. He has another girl now, but it's still my social media and I want to do with him. Oh my God, sweetie, it's really not fun. There should I give up on Eric? Eric? Sweetie, I can't tell you that. This is not the right question to ask Spirit. You need to ask what are the difference if I give up or I don't or something, because you make your own decisions. Spirits is like a navigation system as ways or maps, and you decide where you want to go, and they tell you how to get there by nudges and angel numbers and tarot cards and visions and dreams, but you decide. You're your own person. It's not like some people think that God decides for you, like the Protestant. It doesn't work like that. And if you ask the right question, you'll get the right answers. But if you need to decide for yourself. You just can use spirituality to get more information, so you can make a more clear decision. Actually, that's how it works. If you need more information about that, I wrote a book about it. Dear Universe, Where's My Exit? You can find it in my bio or my website, mediumsasha.com. It's available in all Amazon stores as Kindle version or paperback. Just find an Amazon store close where you live, so you don't need to pay a lot of transportation fees, because it's only $20, 20 euros, approximately, depending which currency. And the Kindle version is $10 or something. So if you want to know how to use spirituality, because it's often, that's why I wrote my book, not known, because we don't learn it in school. Parents often don't know. So it's something we need and we have, and everybody has it. And it's like a muscle. You can train it. And I think not using that information is like moving forward in life with one eye open instead of two or three, actually, because we have three eyes. That's the spiritual one. So good luck. Number 3, Bigwawaya. Will any happen between Emmanuel and Bolu if she comes around tomorrow? Will something happen? I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that those people that are involved, that you hope they will act on something, are emotionally like left the building, are not interested. So I'm not seeing that, sweetie. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to my life. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Sasha. I do this work already around approximately 30 years at this moment. So if somebody wants a mini, that's possible only when I'm live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and this week also on Sunday. So this is the only place when I'm live on TikTok and YouTube where I do minis. So just ask mini questions. So only when I get nosy, of course, I'll go more depth in it. Thank you for the beautiful heart. I love it. Thank you so much for the gift. If you want a 5-minute dedicated reading with me, during the live, it's really cheap. It's just a small donation of minimum $10, €10. Then please get yourself on my 5-minute VIP club list. You can get yourself on it via going to my bio on TikTok. That's somewhere there. First and second options in my link trees are platforms to donate. You can also go to PayPal me, Medium Sasha is my name. Minimum donation $10, €10. Don't forget to put your name and question in that comment. You can also gift on TikTok to get on my list as Veronica did, and I'm going to read Veronica. Then you need to just gift me a train in my gallery gift, and then just put your question in the comment box, or you can email it to me, info@mediumsasha.com, and then you'll get your reading for one donation, 5 minutes, one train. Okay, I'm gonna go to Veronica's reading. I'll be back for minis as well. Today we will also have a collective, like I'm doing that every reading live already for 2 weeks. I really like it. So if you want to have the collective, then please stick around. Of course, I'll post it later also on all my socials. So if you miss it, you can still check it on my socials, and then don't forget to like or comment, please, because it all helps me grow on social media. I'll be back for minis after doing Veronica's read. Okay, Veronica, I'm gonna take your question and put a timer on. Let's start doing your reading. Good morning, beautiful Sasha. Good afternoon, sweetie. You look so nice today. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to the hairdresser later, so I'm gonna say goodbye a bit to a part of my hair because it's like really dead from the summer. So I think I'm gonna like ask them to keep it long, but cut the pieces that are really impossible anymore. Love the earrings as always. Thank you. I hope you are doing good and feeling happy and joyful. Yeah, I was very sporty this morning, so I'm doing great. I wanted to ask about V. How is he currently feeling about me? Let's check what's going on and what is happening with you, with Vinny regarding you. Let's see. Okay, at this moment, I'm picking up that he's again slipping away. So, and it's not that he slipped away already. He is on the, on the, yeah, still like 3 steps, and then he's losing himself again. And spirits are saying that when he gets cheeky, when he gets like flirty, when he gets like a bit nasty, because that's his like love language, but also attraction, that are signs that he's like hoping to stay in the now. I'm getting that at once it will like spiral again. It's gonna happen in the next 2 days when I'm picking up, 1 day and a half, 2 days. But it will be a very short one. Yeah, so this is a signal that you need to start seeing, because then life will be much more easier and your relationship will be much more stronger, or that's a sign that you can learn how this person is and like responds to it, because we know that he uses you to stay in the reality. So know that. So this is a sign that you can turn it around. And when it gets cheeky, and it spirals, then you are like, you feel like seen, you feel like in that protected bubble with him. Then at that moment, you have this like really one-on-one connection. But then it gets then he loses himself, and then it gets nasty and all, and then it's like so harsh every time from that moment. And then once he gets out of that harsh moment, then you get the sorries, then you get the normal friend kind of situation, and then we go back to chickiness. So you like being in this space with him, but know that this is a space that spirals every time. So this time you're warned. That's what I'm getting. The best that you can do at this moment to keep the tower and the future spiraling at a minimum, it's like Anthony, thank you for gifting a train. You're next on deck, okay? Did I pass my block C exam? I pass my block C exam. You're after Veronica, okay, sweetie? So what I'm getting is you need to like give him some like healing advice. You are the best in knowing to deal with situations that like can like I'm getting an image. You really are looking forward to be with your family because it's weekend and your husband's home in the past and not anymore, I get that, but and your daughter, and you want really to have like a beautiful time, and you arrange the house, you buy stuff, you may arrange a nice dinner or whatever, and then at once they come home and they're nasty or they're disappointed or they blame you, or and then at once your dream or your idea like falls to pieces, or it's like the pen you were holding starts flowing between your fingers, and how tight you keep your fingers closed, it's still like falling down. And this is where he is. He has this out of nowhere, and that's how his episodes are. So at this moment he doesn't know that it's coming, but when he's in that behavior, it is coming, and for him it's out of nowhere. So you can like coach him now, because if after a while, that's why I tell you, you are an expert in that, after a while you see that coming. When people come in the house, their energy or how they look, or you know already it's gonna be a disaster. You start seeing those signs because you are in a survival mechanism, and you want to grow, and you don't want to feel so bad anymore, and you want to start understanding. But that's all things you want. The other person we're talking about, Vinny, not. They just see it like, okay, again and again and again, and it will, and when it's done, it's done. So they just like not see that, so they can't really like grow from that and control them. So the thing is, you know that with your husband, you know that. So, and then when you have kids, you know them. So you need to think really deep and really think, how do I then cope not to lose myself in those situations when I have this expectation and I put my all in it, and then somebody else that is a part of my expectation ruins it with no alarming sign. How do I cope with it? How do I, like, for example, a dinner, how do I can keep my happiness and my balance and my calmness, that my daughter then still has a beautiful dinner, by example? How do you do that? And that's the information you should be sharing with him at this moment, because he's not has not the brain as you to learn and to explore and to understand that if you have something in the past happening to you, that it will happen in the future as well if you don't change your habits, your behaviors, your signs. And that's why this is your plus. You know, it's yin and yang. You fit each, you nurture each other to grow, and this is really important. Yes. And how do you do that? And that's the information, in my opinion, that you need to share now. So maybe that tower will be even a smaller one. So think about it. If you want to help him at this moment, then that's the place where you need to be. Type of advice the spirit think would help for him. Yeah, like if you feel like it's like when this happens to you, and that's also what happens with him, is you feel like you're not worthy. You had this whole intention and expectation, and you, like, in your opinion and in his opinion, communicated to others that it's so important for you, and you showed it with action as he does. And but then what these people give you back is like the opposite that you thought you would get. So what do you do then? How do you just like not make it your problem and see it more as their problem, and that you can continue with that part? I'm doing great, Samantha, thank you, of that fun moment without them, and then think, instead of ruining it for yourself or other people that were involved, you can think like, they're missing out. I feel sorry for them that they don't have the possibility to, like, whatever happened before they came in the room, and then start using it as an excuse, or to park that and to come into a new situation and like be balanced and have a good time, and then later deal with whatever is there. Because that's the difference between being an adult and being a child. When you're an adult, you should not react so much on impulse. I think he has brought something like this up before. Yeah. So any information concerning not acting on impulse would be great for him. Staying balanced. Yeah. So share any information that involving not acting on, not reacting, and being in control, and coming from, and breathe before you know the 10-minute rule. Like when somebody says something, you count to 10 before you answer, or the high five, that every time you see yourself you give you a high five. You have a lot of these things, but he doesn't know that. So because it's not his interest, he doesn't realize it's a problem. So that's what I've got for you, sweetie. Hope it helps. Let's see an oracle card to finish your reading. Understand karmic returns. What you send out into the universe, come back. Be mindful of your energy. So this should be your communication energy, because otherwise you'll get nothing back, and then we're gonna drain ourselves again, Veronica, and that's not what we want. So good luck, sweetie, and thank you so much for the 2 trains donation. Hello everybody, welcome to my live. Thank you for being here. For everybody who's new here, I'm a professional psychic doing this work approximately 30 years now, only on TikTok and YouTube. I'm live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and this week on Sunday around 12 p.m. GMT time, so it's London time. This is the only place where I do mini reads, so first name and specific question. They are free, but I choose them at random. No guarantee. You too, sweetie, have a great day. Thank you for your trust. If you want a 5-minute dedicated reading, as I just did for Veronica, and I will do for Anko, then you need to donate. It's really easy. Just go to my bio. First and second options in my link trees are platforms to donate. Minimum $10, €10. Or you can go to PayPal me, medium Shasha is my name, minimum donation $10, €10. Or you can gift a train. So the person who gifted me a train and wants to know if they passed their Block C exam, just let me know. If you're in the live, just let me know, because I'm gonna do your reading and then I'll be back for minis. While you're waiting for your minis, keep tapping my screen. Follow me, Anthony. Yes. Subscribe, like. All helps me grow on social media. Thank you so much. And thank you for the roses, Anthony. Thank you so much. My 1 to 3 top viewers will get priority when I start doing minis after Anthony reading, or if you are a super fan on TikTok. So see, I can only grab questions that I see. So after these 5 minutes with Anthony, please put your questions in for the minis. Okay, and if you want a 5 minute dedicated reading, then add yourself to my VIP list. It's wide open after Anthony. Okay, Anthony, let's see. Did you pass your Block C exam? What's going on? Thank you, Tulip, for the sleigh. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, what I'm seeing is it's gonna give you an option to start new. Okay. I'm picking up first your energy. Yes, I'm doing a paid reading too. What I'm picking up on is a stress. So you're really confused. You really don't know. There's no clarity. What I'm picking up on is that you always go, no problem, sweetie. You always go through, you always think the worst. So Spirit says, you always think the worst, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And Knight of Pentacles, it means that really, like, be present. If you're present, and this is just like learning from it, because I think you passed, but we don't want you to feel like that anymore. That's what spirits are saying. So that's why I'm getting more messages about it. It's like you're all the time hearing this uncertainty, but you know you did the work. You know you're not stupid. You know that. It's somewhere. So Spirit doesn't want you to be in this situation anymore. Because in the past, when you look back, how often did you feel as bad as you felt now? And I even like feel your heart. You're giving yourself so much stress. Yeah. And but it's also not only about this question, it's also about everything you're doing that somebody's expecting something or something. It's like you're not doing it for yourself. So yes, I do think with the cards, they're really very positive. Like you passed, and they don't understand that you feel this bad and have so much stress and putting yourself in such a bad place because you passed. And that's what I get a lot of information to share. And why? Because I'm feeling if you continue going through life like that, you're gonna have maybe some health issues after a while. Because I mean, your heart can deal with stress when it's relaxing because we're humans. If something happens where we're scared, like there's coming like a big tiger, then we need to run. And then when we're safe, we get to a safe place. We need to breathe and be grateful that we had the right the right reaction, and that realize again that that tiger is gone and that we put a fence and we're okay, and or we rescued whatever, but we need to calm down. And the thing is, you put stress, but you don't have the activity after that. You don't go for a jog, you don't. So the problem is, at this moment, as a cake, as a wedding, I always use it, they have different layers. You're layering up those stress situations because you are in a position that you really want to like get through. You want a position to please people that believes in you. You feel guilty when you take time out of social gathering because you're working on getting a good passing that exam. And so you want to pass it because otherwise, yeah, then you hurt them or something. You're putting all this extra shit on yourself that is from a really kind space, but how much can you carry? And the problem is, you're not like depleting that bucket of stress with an activity. And it's not like just strolling around. It's like, maybe, I don't know, but that's a vision. I'll just share. I see like a trampoline. Maybe you should have like a mini inside trampoline that when you have that, you can like jump on it, or rope jumping, something like, it doesn't need to like put clothes on and go to the gym or whatever. something to release it. It's not about your more sports in your life. It's more about you dealing with this way because you're wired that way. And then people say, yeah, sit on the mat and meditate. But then you're still, you didn't have the activity. And that's what I'm getting. So I'm not a doctor, but I'm getting that this example you passed, but you felt so bad. And I think you passed very well. And that's why it doesn't make sense. If you look to your past, you had more of those situations, how you dealt with that, so you understand. And the problem is, it's becoming a pattern. You're learning yourself that that's okay. And spirit, and I feel that somebody that you love the seed, and your 5 minutes have passed, but this person is coming through, and I'm gonna really, a woman that loved you a lot as a child said that you were already like grown up when you were a kid, and oh, she's really kind, and she's holding you, and she's telling me these things because she worries, and I think she died from a heart related issue, and she's coming through, and she's coming through in your question. And I know it's not your question, but I always share when people come through. So that's what I've got for you. I hope it helps, sweetie, and congratulations, and I'm so happy for you. And I hope that you can find a physical activity that you can do like everywhere. And when you get that feeling, whatever the outcome is, when you get that feeling, start draining energy, like sweat, like 20 minutes, like, or 5, whatever the exercise is, but like, or maybe a boxing thing or something to the running from the tiger, and then, at this moment when you don't know the results, actually, why are you stressed? You don't know. This is still the fantastic part, to be happy because you don't need to deal with reality. Do you see? You can look different to this kind of situations if you live in the now. But I get you. I have here an oracle card for you. Cultivate courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward despite it. See? So live more in the now. You did your best. You checked the boxes, what you got the cards, you took them, and the outcome is actually not important anymore. It is, but it's not at that moment when you don't know it yet. And that should give you more a comfort feeling if you feel that you did the best. You need sometimes to be the one to decide for your own if you did the best or not. And you did your utmost, so you'll be fine. Everybody else passes when they do the same, so why are you not? In that energy, instead of the tiger is still in the room till I get my results. That's really not healthy. So good luck, sweetie, and thank you so much for your donation. Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome to my life. I'm a professional psychic for everybody who's new here. If you want a 5-minute dedicated reading, as I just did for Anthony, that's really easy because I have nobody on my list. You can get on my list. Thank you, Mike, for the rose. Just go to my bio. First and second options in my link tree on TikTok are options and platforms to donate. You can go to PayPal me, Medium Sasha is my name, minimum donation, $10, €10. Don't forget to put your name and question in that comment box. Thank you, Tulip, for the both gifts. You can also gift a train on TikTok. It's somewhere over there, and then I'll add you physically to my list. I'm gonna do mini reads. They are for free. I choose them at random after every read. So if you want a mini, first name and specific question. Minis and more profound 5-minute reads for minimum of $10, €10 I do only when I'm live, and that's on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Sundays. So if you're not following me yet, follow me. If you're not tapping my screen yet, tap my screen. If you didn't like my live on YouTube yet, please do so. And if you didn't subscribe yet on YouTube, please do so too. Thank you so much for all your energy. I'm an energy reader. Much more energy you give me, for sure, I'll grab your question. I try to always to read as many as I can, but I can only grab the questions I see on my screen, so sorry if I don't grab your question. Mike, thank you for being my top 2 viewer. Will Jenny and Mike reconcile in the future? I'm getting 100%. So yes. Will this period of separation come to an end? And if so, how, please? Sweeties, there are minis. I'm getting from nowhere, you'll get an emotional message from that person. How are you, Love Marie? I'm doing great. How does FDV feel about me? I'm getting, they really want to reach out to you, but something keeps them back because they feel like you want more out of the connection than they at this moment are able to like give. So they rather than don't like reach out. So they don't know, and that's an energy you really feel, and it makes you like insecure. Can I expect something? Can't I? Can I? Can't. And that's what I'm getting. Love Marie, how are you? I'm doing great, sweetie. How does FDV feel about me? Let's check. I'm getting, it's ready to create a more vulnerable emotional relationship with you. Why? Because they think that you are maybe a potential person they want to like know better physically in the future, but they don't know yet. Hello, Sasha. Will Beto marry Anne? Let's check, Tulip. I'm getting at this moment, that's what their head is, but they're both feeling too young and insecure about their own life to want to like progress. But that's their intent. Meme, general, please. Thank you for being my top one viewer, sweetie. I'm getting the hermit. You're too closed off. You're not sharing your thoughts and qualities. You're a share person. When you share and you make people happy and solve their problems, you feel like this is like why I'm here on this rock, and you're taking that joy away, and that's a pity. So you need to look in life what is depleting me from my energy to be able to do that, and that are areas that you should like shut down or like have a different relationship with. D, thank you for being my top 3 viewer. Is Martin cheating on me? Oh my god, sweetie, let's check. Is Martin cheating on you? I'm getting no, really believes 100% in you. So you asking me this question, and he for sure isn't. Well, it's a question that actually I'm going to put back to you, even you're not asking, but I think this is a learning curve because I'm feeling that you are like really, really stressed about being with somebody and not like trusting them. I feel that you have trust issues from the past, but this is a new person, and or start over again, whatever, sand over it is what I'm getting. So as long you don't have any real emotional insights of this person not being faithful, you shouldn't panic. You know, people don't just cheat. There's like steps before they do so. So you need to like tell spirit to warn you to see those steps before it happens. And now you're going straight to the deed, and then actually it gives you stress because this is hopeless, because when they did it, it's like, how do you come back from that? You better like watch before that, because then often the relationship isn't where it needs to be, so you can adjust. And then, as I always say, you need to use spirit as information, and you can like ask questions like, how can I fix it, or what is he missing, or what am I doing wrong, or something, you know. So I think that would give you like more a feeling of control, instead of like it is or it's not, and then what will be then your life. It's so definite. So there's steps before, and that should give you some breath instead of stress. So that's what I'm getting. But of course, you do you, sweetie. Samantha, how does Yushni feel about me romantically? And should I cut her off? Oh my God. Let's check. There are many, says Samantha. I'm getting that at this moment, this person really wants to know more about you. But it's more about how you're doing things. It's like they worship you where you're at in life. They feel like you are more involved in areas where they want to be. And it's like they have an idea what you want from life, and they feel like they want that too. And then when they look back at it, you're more progressed than they are. So they just like want to know the secrets, like not to, so they can jump, So the moment you're less progressed than they are in what they want to achieve, they will not give you any energy anymore. So be aware of that. Paige, what does Brandon and share at me every time he sees me? His thoughts, please. Why does Brandon stop and share? Okay, got you. My pleasure, Samantha. Um, he wants to protect you. He feels like you're emotionally so vulnerable, and if he would like speak out, you would like make other connections. So he's doing that to protect you. This is an energy we don't like as human beings, that other people decide to treat us different because they think we're like something wrong with us. So that's why it's annoying you. So this is a space to communicate to somebody like, hello, why are you treating me as a kid? And even kids you shouldn't treat like that, because often kids that are like really have anger issues and frustration issues are kids that are treated like that, not like, in my opinion, by their parents, but maybe school or a friend or something. It's so frustrating, and you know that too. Mimi, thank you for being my top one viewer. What is N problem? She worries me. Okay, got you, sweetie. Let's check. What I'm picking up that, okay, they want it all. They want a physical great life, and they're like nowhere, and they're so busy with other people's opinion, and they believe that they are not enough. What they're having and what they're wearing and what they're driving is who they are, and they're not at a physical place to afford that, and that makes them really annoying and sad and frustrated, because others are. So this person needs to know that beauty comes within, and happiness too. So good luck with people like that. It's complicated. There are actually people that actually, they stay in that mindset, they just never be happy. Okay, hello everybody, welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. I'm medium Shasha. If you're new here, please give me a follow, subscribe, tap my screen, like my live. It all helps me grow on social media. I'm live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and this week on Sunday. This is the only place where I do mini free readings. So if somebody wants a mini, then put your first name and specific question in the comment box. They are at random, no guarantee, but I try to read as many as I can, and my 1 to 3 top viewers for sure, I'll grab your question with my eyes. If you want a 5-minute dedicated reading for sure with me, you need to add yourself to my 5-minute VIP club list, as Shirley did. Just easy to get yourself on that list. You just go to my bio on TikTok, my 1 and 2 option in my link trees are platforms to donate. You can go to PayPal me, Medium Sasha is my name, minimum donation $10, €10. Don't forget to put your name and question in that comment box. Or you can gift a train on TikTok from my gallery gift, and then I'll add you physically to my list. And then the question, you can just put it in the comment box on TikTok, or you can email it to me, info@mediumsasha.com. So she's my niece, and yeah, because she's giving up. She's hating herself, being angry. It's like a tantrum. And one has tantrums out of their environment, like throwing stuff or hitting or doors, and some have them inwards, and she's inwards. She's not happy with herself, so she's hurting herself. So this is really somebody that needs help, professional help. Is there a spirit's message for me? Of course, sweetie. Let's check. And thank you for being my top one viewer. Page of Swords. It's like you're getting answers from spirit, but you're not listening. Why are you not listening, sweetie? It's like you're constantly focusing on the bad instead of the good. And it's like spirits are grabbing your attention, but you're looking the other way. She's no confused because she has therapy. Yeah, then that's not the right therapist. It doesn't mean that, in my opinion, sweetie, that a therapist that went to a school is the right match. It's all about energy, as you know. And if that energy between them doesn't flow, then she needs somebody else. I mean, it can even trigger the other way around, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, doing this work for such a long time. Let's see. Poppy Cave. Hi, Sasha. Is it Taylor going to call me for a job next week? I'm getting yes. So be prepared and be available. Fairy. Sasha, will Anthony ever suffer for the things he did to me? Yes, but that's their own karma. And how happier you become, how much they suffer, because it's yin and yang. It's the balance. So as long you are unhappy about it, he's not getting the karma. And the moment you grow out of it and you use those examples as really grow areas with yourself and knowing that your worth is more and so on, then they suffer. It works like that. It's all about energy. The beekeeper. Hi, Sasha. How is Charles doing today? Is he thinking about me? How is he doing? And is he thinking of me? At this moment, he's just keeping the cards very close to the chest. I'm seeing that he's very private and keep not being busy with others. Is he thinking of you? I'm seeing that whatever situation you both are going through, he feels like it's a burden. So it's just a burden he's carrying, but he doesn't want to address it because he's just concentrating on himself and like doesn't want to be vulnerable or open to the noise around them. Shirley, where are you, sweetie? You're next on deck. Please let me know if you're in my life so I can do your 5-minute read. Hannah, what is this current energy towards me? Please check. At this moment, I'm feeling that that person just, they want you to care about them in the way you use words or connect with them or in the communication. They want you to show that you really care about them, and that's what they're missing. Maybe you're doing, but you're speaking different emotion languages. That's possible. Paulina, will the new beginning I'm going to make in January be successful? Let's check. I'm getting yes, because when you do something really great. Barbie, hello Sasha. Will Tom regret how he treated me? Thank you for being my top 3 viewer. I'm getting yes. Once you move on, they will lose that energy because you're still so connected to this person. Thank you, Persephone, for the likes. So what I'm picking up on is thank you too, sweeties. That's you're still giving them, and everything is energy. Yes, that's for you, Barbie. So stop caring, stop thinking about him for a while, and then he will feel it, because then you disconnect from this person. So you need to like put a elastic around your wrist, and every time you think about him, you just need to like flick it, because every time you think of him, you give him energy. Stop giving him that. Barbie, stop giving him that. Tracy, hi Sasha, will Candice and I date? I'm getting yes if you 100% will be focused on that outcome. So you will always be prepared to answer correctly, to be available, to give them that feeling that it's comfortable. So yeah. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to my live. Hope everybody's doing great today. For everybody who's new here, I'm a professional psychic. My name is Sasha. Do this work 30 years already. Only on TikTok and YouTube. I'm live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and this week on Sunday. This is the only place where I'm live on TikTok and YouTube that I do 5-minute dedicated readings for a small donation of $10, €10 for 5-minute dedicated read. So if somebody still wants a 5-minute dedicated reading with me today, then please get yourself on my VIP list. It's really easy. Just go to my bio. First and second options in my link tree are platforms to donate. You can go to PayPal me, Medium Sasha is my name, minimum donation $10, €10. Don't forget to put your name and question in that comment box. Or you can give a train from my gallery gift here, and then I'll add you physically to my list, and then you just put your question in the comment box. Or you can email it to me to info@mediumsasha.com. If somebody still wants a mini today, then please tap my screen, follow me, subscribe, like my live, so you give me a lot of energy. For sure I'll get to your question. At this moment I only have one person on my VIP list, and that's Shirley. Shirley, where are you, sweetie? You're on deck. And if somebody else still wants a 5-minute read, then you have an hour still to get on my list, because I need to log off at 2 because I'm going to the hairdresser today. So please let me know. Add yourself to my list. Shirley, where are you? Please give me a sign of life. I'll be back for minis after doing Shirley's reading. And if Shirley is not responding, then I'll continue with minis. Shirley, where are you, sweetie? Okay, we'll wait till she pops up again. Somebody else who wants a 5-minute read, then please add yourself to my VIP list. Let's continue, minis. Will TL be reaching out to me? He's a Cancer. When? I'm getting, it can take till 6 months. Sophia, why is Ferdy holding back to reach out to me? What should I do? I'm confused and overwhelmed about his silence. Just change your life. It means that your life without this person is nothing. That's not very comfortable. That's probably also the reason that that person feels like it's too much. So start filling that void with things you control and gives happiness to yourself, and you'll see how quick they come back, because everything is energy. Spirit gives you always the answers. It's just very difficult to see them when you're middle in it, so I get that. Thank you, Dorella, for the 8 likes. Thank you, the Beekeeper, for 6 likes. Sophia, why is Ferdi holding back to reach out to me? What should I do? I'm confused and overthinking about his silence. You should not concentrate on that. It's like this behavior happened in the past. Just look back to the past. You always give him excuses. You give him the feeling and the energy and the attention when he doesn't want to be a part of you. Then he's still a part of your life. You should see yourself as a queen, and everybody who can be or is being a part of your life is like they need to be happy for that, because you accept their presence. And at this moment, if you would be in that energy, would you accept his presence? No, he's not presence accepting worthy. His behavior is not showing that. So be different than in the past when this happened, because it will pass as it passed in the past, but you need to be different. You should see your worth. You should see that you work hard, that you are the one who dares to deal with things and confront things, and he doesn't. So you're more evolved. So your life is better. So if he wants to be a part of it or wants attention from you, then he needs to show up and step up. So if you want to break this cycle, Sophia, from the past, then this time start finding your queen self. It's really important. Hope it helps. Hello, my friend. May I ask for support and encouragement? Of course, sweetie. From spirit, to be fearless and grateful. Of course, sweetie, you can. Hey, there you are. Shirley, I was calling you. I'm going to go straight to your reading. Yes, of course. And you'll get signs, but you need to stop communicating or connecting to energies that annoys you. Karazi, Z8Z, you need to be the same as Sophia. You are the queen of your world, and you decide who is in it and who is on pause and who has like a list to check some boxes for you before they get access, or what's the passcode, or you take it away. I don't care, but you need to start looking to every situation like that. Stay in control. Really important. Shirley, where are you, sweetie? I'm going to go to Shirley's reading. If somebody else still wants a 5-minute read dedicated with me today, then you need to get yourself on my 5-minute VIP list, because at 2 o'clock, I'm gone. So if you want still, you have like 3/4 of an hour to get yourself on my list. This is the tower moment you were talking about. Yeah. So I'm going to do Shirley's reading. Yes, you want your money. I get that. So if you want a reading, then please put yourself on my 5-minute VIP list. Just go to my bio. First and second options in my link tree are platforms to donate. You can go to PayPal, me, Medium Sasha, it's my name, Medium donation, $10, 10 euros. Or you can gift a trade on TikTok, and then I'll add you physically to my link. I'll be back for minutes after doing 5-minute read of Shirley, because she donated me a cup of coffee. And in the meantime, if you want a mini when I come back, be my 123 top viewer on TikTok, or tap my screen a lot, follow me, subscribe, and like a lot on YouTube, and then I'll get to your reading. Okay, let's start your reading, sweetie. Can we get info with the people who don't want to pay? The owner is famous. I will put her dirty laundry on socials. Should I? Also give T space. We didn't fight. I'm just doing it to save our relationship. He still calls and texts. Any advice? There too. Okay, got you, sweetie. Got you. Let's see what's going on with the people that owes you money. Let's start with the day-to-day stuff, the things that gives us stress. Okay, I'm seeing that these people show that they have more money than they physically have. It's like they it's like these people who drive these really expensive cars and live in these places where with beautiful postal codes, but once you get in, there's like no furniture and they're living like on bread and jelly. I mean, this is this kind of people. So you need to start understanding and learning from that instead of being frustrated, because in the past it happened to you as well. So what I'm picking up on is that this is a learning curve, and that's why it's so annoying, and that's why they're making spirit it's extra difficult to get your money. It's because you need to understand that, because I think that you're gonna grow and you will attract more and more clients, and you need to filter the ones that pays quickly and the other ones that aren't, are this kind of shady stuff, that you give them less priority or give them different way of dealing with you. The most important is you always you judge people wrong. I'm sorry, but that's the problem. You judge them on what you're seeing, but these people know that, so they con you. Do you get it? So you are totally not that person. You have what you earn. So I get that you this is a new species coming in your life. Have communicate. Yeah, but they don't, because they eat bread and jelly and not communicate that. I mean, it's coming from a place of shame. So the thing that you need to do is explain them how shameless it, or be ashamed of them in your communication. They don't like that, you know, they're shameful, their shameful details. So instead of putting everything on the socials, that's like mean go. I would take it a step further, in my opinion, in a more place to really like hit them, and that's by telling them, if you can't, if you are in a difficult space and you're not being so famous and so that I'm checking on social media what you're picturing, but it's really not going well, I'm okay if you pay in 2 times or something, you know, like, do you get it? But that's an example, eh? You do you, but like wanting to help them, not expecting that because you see their social, so they feel really like ugh. So they will prioritize you because they don't want to feel ugh. Do you get it? If you start fighting, then they can fight, and they don't need to pay, and they start putting their whole energy. But if you are feeling that you need to like give them a payment program, you know, a lot of people, it's not what you do normally, but if, and you wouldn't expect they needing it from you. Do you get it, this energy? So you need to belittle them, that you get again for them a tower moment. So it's like a dog barking and you just want to shut up, that's you then, and then they pay because they always have money. But they have a lot of people that they need to pay. So the ones who make them feel bad will get first the money. Said they'll call legal. I said must go ahead. They were meant about paying. Yeah, that's why. This is the way. Just keep escalating as you're not understanding. But if there really is a problem, and you know there's a problem because they're not paying you, and that you knowing that, not because they decide not to pay, because they can't, and that they need to know that you are very aware that they can't, and that is something you should share. instead of their socials. Then you create a new tower moment for them. Yes, I'll do that if they communicate again. Yes, this is information to move forward. Your 5 minutes are passed, but I'll just enlighten you still on the second question. Also give T space within the 5 minutes doing, say, our relationship. He still calls and texts. Any advice there too? Just checking. I'm getting perfect. Keep doing that. This is the way to keep it spicy. This is the way that he can need you and you don't need them. The oracle card that I'm getting on this whole reading is release the resentment loop. See? Resentment. Replacement, resentment isn't power, it's poison. Stop replaying the story. You're free to choose peace. So you choose peace big with T by your action, so then it's gonna work. So every time you feel the urge or you think, am I doing right, I'm choosing my peace and that fits in my peace, so it's gonna be fine, and I'll get a peaceful answer from this person because I'm acting this way, because I'm choosing my peace. And the same with these people. I'm understanding and being empathic of their problem. I feel actually sad for them that they need to that they can't show the world what's really going on, because it's accumulating these people a lot of stress, and of course they will never get out of the situation, because if you don't acknowledge your problem, no solution will come. But you have peace that you'll get your money because you service them and you have empathy and compassion with them, so you get it. So that's really important, the way how you should connect with those issues, sweetie. That's what the cards want. If they will ever pay, it's almost Christmas, I need that money. Yeah, they will, if you start changing that energy. Change that energy and you'll be fine. Thank you so much for your coffee, sweetie. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to my life. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Shasha. Do this work already 30 years approximately. This is on when I'm live on TikTok and YouTube, as now, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and this week on Sunday at 12 p.m. GMT. So that's London time. This is the only place where I do mini free readings at random, no guarantee, but my 1 to 3 top viewers on TikTok get priorities. And I'm an energy reader, so please tap my screen, follow me, subscribe, like my life, share my life with somebody that needs some guidance today, so you'll get, I'll be drawn to grab your question. Or if you want a 5-minute dedicated reading with me, it's really easy. Just go to my bio on TikTok, places in my link tree are platforms to donate, or you can gift a train on TikTok, or you can go to PayPal me. Medium Sasha is my name. Minimum donation $10, €10 for a 5-minute dedicated reading with me. The list is still open for a half an hour. If nobody donates, then I'll close the list, do my collective, and see you all on Friday, tomorrow. Yeah, please don't leave yet. I'm going to donate. Yes, you still have half an hour, Shirley. Don't worry. Just let me know in my comment box so I know it's gonna come when you donate, because sometimes it takes a bit longer on coffee. No problem. I'm still here vibing with everybody. Okay, a lot of minis to get through, so let's start doing some minis. First name and specific question. Somebody still wants a 5-minute dedicated, then get on my list. While you're waiting, share, tap, like, follow, subscribe. Thank you. Page, is Brendan attracted to me? Let's check. I'm getting is attracted to your physicality, but not, this is just somebody that doesn't look for something long term. They're also not in a space in life to build something with somebody. They're just oh, it's like fast food. You're hungry, you see it, you get served quickly, it's good, it smells good, and afterwards you're satisfied and you're done with it till you get hungry again. So that kind of energy I'm getting, sweetie. So if you're okay with that, that's fine. I don't judge anybody, and you shouldn't be judged, and nobody should be judged. But the thing is, I feel like you have this vulnerable heart, and I'm scared that you will get hurt. So be aware of this is how this person clicks. Any message for me today, sweetie? I'm picking up Page of Pentacle. It means that your biggest desire that you're putting in your navigation system is physically possible to reach, but then more physical activity and things needs to happen in that department. So a physical thing needs to happen to get what you are putting in your spiritual navigation system, and you need to create and be busy with that, because otherwise nothing is happening. So a physical action is needed to get your what your dream or what you manifested to realize that. And the period is now, so that's why you're getting that message. KY, thank you for the 22 roses. Thank you so much. How are you? Anything I need to know right now? Dodja, thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you. Page of Swords. I'm picking up that you need to start communicating what you want from the world. Whom is annoying you? Where is your boundaries? Time to speak up, Dodja. There's a lot of frustration, but you're keeping it close to the chest because it's not the time, or I don't want to worry, or people are taking advantage of you. You need to start putting those boundaries. Tatter are David's feelings for me romantically. Ooh, let's check, sweetie. I'm picking up, not yet, but the positive possibility of turning them around in romantic feelings are there for sure, because this person is looking for the right person. So maybe being a bit vulnerable will help this person to see the softer side of you and prioritize you, that you could be that person if you're interested in that, but that's totally up to you. Wonder Woman, Sasha, can you check, will Brett choose Isabel as his wife? At this moment, that's what he's putting out, yes. That's what his future looks. But he's physically not really busy with that at this moment, but it's something that he thinks can happen. Are his feelings for me romantic or just friendship? At this moment, I'm feeling friendship, but the possibility to evolve in romantic feelings. But they need to know more about you. You need to understand it. You start seeing them as part of your life. The singing beekeeper. Yeah, the singing beekeeper. Will Charles and the silence. At this moment, not, because he's like in a really dark space. I'm seeing that he's really worried about his future. I feel that it's connected with his body. I'm feeling that he's quite in a panicking mode. Is he seeing anyone? No, I don't feel that he wants to reconnect with other people in the future, but at this moment he's very concentrated on himself, and he's like in a fearful space. Maria, what is coming to my love life? Thank you for being my top 1 viewer. I'm picking, at this moment, if you keep doing what you're doing, then nothing, because love will not come knocking on your door. You need to change your actions and where you spend your time. And it's like, you're not a person that will find somebody on a dating site. You're a physical person. So you should be more motivated, Maria, to start like living more a social life. I feel like you, and that's just what I'm seeing, yeah. And it's just advice, you do whatever you want. But I'm feeling that you're living like you're protecting yourself, very like secluded life, and that's why it's stuck. It's like in the past you were more social, or you did more physical things, and now you took that away from yourself for a reason. That's not your question, and it's a mini, but I do want to like open a bit more information about that, because it's really coming through as you becoming a sad version of yourself, and that's not healthy, sweetie, in my opinion. But you do you. Sometimes we want to just be with ourselves and like go through stuff and so on. And I do get that you needed that. I get that. But there's also, you know, life continues, and every hour that passes doesn't come back to you again. So if you don't like take the most out of it now physically, you will like maybe look back to this moment as I needed to do it differently. So whatever you choose is fine. But if you want love in your life, you will have to be more social. But when, that's up to you. But know that every minute is a minute that is missed. So reevaluate actually what you're doing every day and think that your period on this rock, if it's worth it. I think you need to be somewhere there. And then by reevaluating all this time you have, these 24 hours, and rearranging them and reprioritizing them from the point of view that you are now and not the broken person that you were, I think that will give you the shift of being the Maria, the real one, the amazing one, the queen. And I believe that it's time now. Just the message I'm getting. I know it's not your question, but you know me, when I get messages, I always will share everything I get. And it's up to you what you're doing with it or not. Shirley, thank you for donating again, my sweetie. Where are you, sweetie? Let me know so I can do your 5-minute read. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my life. I'm a professional psychic doing this up and on for 30 years, only on TikTok and YouTube. I'm live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and this week on Sunday. Always at 12 p.m. GMT time, so that's London time. If you don't know what GMT is, then just Google it. That's the time where I'm live. Today, I'm only doing live till 2 o'clock. Normally, I can stay longer because I'm going to the hairdresser. So that's why 2 o'clock I'm gone. So if somebody still wants a 5-minute read today with me for a small donation, because when I'm live on TikTok and YouTube, I'm live, then 5-minute dedicated readings are only a minimum of $10, 10 euros. So really cheap. So if you want one, then please donate and get yourself on my list and have still a 5-minute dedicated reading with me today. Otherwise, next possibility will be tomorrow. So if you want that, then please go to my bio. First and second options in my link trees are platforms to donate. You can go to PayPal, medium Shasha is my name, minimum donation $10, 10 euros. Don't forget to put your name and question in that comment box, or you can gift a trade. Once I'm done with Shirley's reading, I'll come back and do minis. If you want a mini, just keep the questions short because there are minis, often 1-card readings. But if I get nosy, they get more. I get that. But they're actually 1-card readings. I choose them at random after every read, no guarantee. But if you might want to street off your own TikTok, you'll get priority, or if you have the super fan logo, okay? And otherwise, just get yourself on the list and for sure you'll get a reading with me, 5-minute, one-on-one, full attention. Keep tapping my screen, follow me, subscribe, because I'm an energy reader, and if you want me to pick up your mini when I'm done with Shirley's reading, then please give me a lot of energy. Thank you. Okay, Shirley, let's start your reading. Yes, so I gave my man space. He called saying he wants to pass by to get his watch. Ah, what an excuse. You see, Shirley, everything is energy and it works with you every time. Was that really the real reason, or he's feeling like I've withdrawn my energy? No, he's coming to check if you're not moving on without him. He wants to have like a glance by accident if there's a male version somewhere in the room. He's just really like being anxious that you're not prioritizing in them anymore. You know, sure, you are this person that, and for sure with this person again in the beginning, yes, because he wants to know if there's somebody else. He's jealous like hell. But the funny part is you need to understand that, you know, he came in your life, you didn't know, then you start liking him. Even I told him it could be boring. You still like fell for the boringness because you think this time in life, maybe boring is what I need. And you got more in that attraction mode and you start appreciating the boringness and you start fantasizing about having the boringness committed to your, like stuck with super glue on your hip and having that person already. And you're already thinking about marriage and so you, for this person, starting to know you, let's be in Tandel's shoes. It's like, she doesn't like me. I think she's funny. Then he realized, this is somebody I really like. When you were off, when you were cold, he realized he loved you, he wanted you. That gave him then the energy to move forward. Then you were in because he used the girlfriend word, and then you were totally hot, expecting him to act different because he said the girlfriend mode. And then he stopped and needed space and just ghosted you. And now we're back because Spirit told you, sweetie, you're acting on things that you are, the blanks that he's showing, you're filling them for yourself. You're giving yourself information that we're going to get married. But is he showing you that? You finally woke up from cloud nine, fell back to earth, and thought like, that's what he's giving me, that's what he's getting back. So you're back being the cold person, and then he's attracted to you. But that's the whole story. Look to your past, copy paste future. So actually, this is your love language together, that so you're giving him the cold shoulder, he's calling you 5 times. So this is the person, and this is something you need to start understanding, that you need to live and act and dream from facts, not from words, not from dreams, not from whatever the neighbor's having, or your sister or brother or whatever, from what people are showing you. Basically, pentacles, not what they're talking, what they're showing you. So taking a step back in this relationship and everything that happened, you should just move slowly and always like be his mirror. You give me this energy, I give you that. Don't like it? Give me more. I'll give you more. So the most important here for you is when they give you more, you need to give more as well. Because if they give more and you stay cold, as you did in the past, because you were angry or whatever, then actually you couldn't, because factually, if you would look to the facts, you couldn't have been so angry. So I get that, because you were in dreamland, and I get that all. But so when you factually, you don't go through these ups and downs emotions, because you're just more realistic. So it's a better life quality for yourself. It's more steady in a relationship and more grown up, so people like want to stick around, because otherwise it's so tiring, so they disconnect from it. And third, he's going through an emotional, very challenging time, and you being then physically all over the place, it's just like it becomes toxic. So I get that all. So you now just need to be really awake that when he gives you something, you give something more. If he's not giving you, take it back. You need, because you're soulmates, you mirror each other, and you shouldn't see that as a personal thing. You should see it as, feel what you're doing, what you're giving me. I feel, I give you back. Feel it. This is what I'm getting from you. Are you happy with that? Are you in a stage that that's enough for you? If you see, no, because then he can call you 5 minutes, every 5 minutes. So he needs more. So then, if he's calling you 5 minutes, every 5 minutes, then you give him more attention. If he doesn't, you take it away again. So people start understanding which buttons to push and how you work. Like I said, I don't want to lose him, but I'm tired of giving more. So the moment he gives you nothing, you give him nothing. The moment he gives you more, you give more. And always be positive, be in a good mood, look amazing. Like whatever he comes or go, you're beautiful. So other people are experiencing this beautiful Shirley without him. If he's ghosting you, you're not crying, you're not like sitting in a hole. So what he thought, so he could ghost you, you would feel bad or be angry, so be the horrible. So he didn't want to deal with you. So he was 100% convinced nobody wants to deal with you. So you were safe for him, that nobody would come and take you away from him. But if you always like look amazing, then there is a threat, and you are ready to move and give more to a person that gives more to you. So knowing that all, he's a smart man, then he will force himself to get his shit together quicklier, in my opinion, and also what I'm feeling, and get in a space that he can meet your needs, because otherwise he's going to lose you. So this is how it's going to play out at this moment if you know how to hold yourself and act. I think, oh my God, fly, go away. Have fun, advisable. Also, don't want to seem like I've given up. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Hope it helps. Let's pull an oracle card for you. Thank you for sending a heart, me. Embrace soul transformation. Transformation isn't easy, but it's necessary. Embrace the change that leads you to your highest self. And this is a change that we were talking about. This will lead you to your higher self, because this version that I just explained how they deal with things, instead of filling out the blanks, making them more fairy tale, and then be disappointed at the end when they be that the thing that you filled in were dreamy land and not reality. That creates that you know that you don't learn from it, don't grow from it, don't like be a better version of yourself. So that's what I'm picking up. So it's good for you and it's good for him, and that's a plus plus. So that's what I have for you. Yeah, it's elevation instead of pushing each other back or being a weight on somebody. It's balance. And it's good for you as well, because then you always know where you stand. Then you give people energy, because you should do that as well with your mother, with your daughter, with everybody. You just need to see where they're at and meet them on that energy, because it's not because you're a mother, because your daughter's of course in an elder age, that you need to like always be full on. If they are not full on for you, I mean, then they don't learn these lessons, and then they get the same problems as you have, and you don't want that for your daughter. So you should really start understanding that everybody mirrors you. So if you give them a lot and they give you nothing, you should like find other projects, or spend that energy somewhere else where you get it back, because otherwise it's not balanced. It's like you give more than you get back, and not in one day. And when we're young, we can just keep going forever at that point. But when we get older, we start really feeling that, and it starts having a bigger impact on our day-to-day life. And that's something you need to be very aware of. It's give and take. Yeah, I'm seeing it with my mom. She has really pulled up her socks. She helps so much. See, and you deserve it. You really deserve it, sweetie. And you need to feel that you deserve it. And it gives you such a nice feeling if it's this instead of what it was. So you should have the courage from that experience to continue being tough on yourself and really wanting that kind of connection. Thank you, Jessica, for your donation. You're next on deck. Please let me know what your question is. Please let me know. And healing, for sure. Yes, Shirley, I totally agree. Jessica Reed. My pleasure. Yes, you're really back on the right track. Just now, really concentrate about how you deal with your energy. That's really important. Okay, I got a donation from Jessica. So Jessica, you're next on deck. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for Jessica's question, I'm going to do a collective reading. So first doing the collective, then I hope I have Jessica's question so I can do the 5 minutes, and then I'm going to do minis till I'm going to go offline. So if somebody is ready for the collective, please let me know. Let's start doing the collective reading. And Jessica, in the meantime, please put your question in so I can do your reading. Okay, let's see. Spirits wants us to really think about our future. And it's not about physical things, it's about emotional things. So, how do we want to feel every day in 2 months, in 2 years, in 20 years. Or you can say in 1 month, 1 year, 10 years. These are, or some people say in 5 months, 5 years, 50 years, whatever, but choose those sequences and really try to close your eyes, breathe, and say, okay, how do I want to feel? And in this example, I'll take the one in 1 month. How do I want to feel in 1 year? How do I want to feel in 10 years? It can be 3 times the same feeling or different, whatever you want. And if you just stay with it for a while in those 3 stages, then come back and open your eyes and feel how you're feeling now and try to see the first step. How do I get to the first month or the 5th month, depending which cycle you're choosing? How my now feeling needs to change to be the feeling that I want to be. And that's important to know what it is yourself, because you're the controller of your own life and you're the only one who can make difference. And then you need to see how you live your life every day at this moment, and then go back to your life and understand what things, people, situations that you are in it currently are taking you away that joy of wanting to feel in a month or 5 months or 10 months, depending which timeline you want. Because then you can change that. You can't change maybe the situation or the person, but you can change how you let them, how you feel about it, or access to you, or whatever. Because then you start reorganizing your life to the core, and then space come, and then your manifestations will become reality. So you first need to clear up the mess. So I hope it helps, sweetie. Thank you so much. So that was the collective. I hope it helps, sweeties. So we need first to create a clean slate by organizing ourselves, and then we can start manifesting. So that was the collective. Okay, I got the reading of Jessica. Jessica, please let me know where, if you're in my live, so I can do your 5-minute read, and then I'll continue with minis. Okay, sweetie? If you want a mini, first name and specific question. If you still want a 5-minute read, you still have 5 minutes to get yourself on my VIP list. Go to my bio first. Second option in my link trees are platforms to donate. You can go to PayPal me, Medium Shasha is my name, medium donation $10, 10 euros. Or you can gift a train on TikTok, and then I'll add you physically to my list. Okay, let's go to Jessica's 5-minute read. You said Charles is feeling burdened by disconnection. Is that because he has to admit he didn't treat me well? Is ever going to make it right? Okay, yeah. At this moment, he sees it as a burden. Yeah. Let's see why he's seeing that as a burden, Jessica. I totally get it. Okay, at this moment, what he feels like is that you actually have so much control about how he feels every day. So when you were connecting with each other, he didn't really realize that when he felt bad, or he was happy, or he felt annoyed, or his way of feeling and your connection, he didn't see that they were aligned. So you getting out of the way, in the beginning, other things were happening. So he didn't really understand how important you were in his life. Now he's hit by something that takes all his energy to survive, to just wake up, to just get through the day. So he has like no energy to share. And in that moment of solitaire, a spirit just brought him back to his core. He's realizing, and that's you, and that's a burden for him, that you are connected to his happiness and his frustration, angriness, looking forward to something. So you're the only female in his life that triggers something that he likes doing, thinking about, something that he did in the past when he was younger. So probably he had a female in his past that isn't connected with him, an old love that did that too, and that's why it was so comfortable. He's realizing that you are doing that as well. You keep him on his toe, you keep him awake, and that's necessary. For sure, when you become older, you just want to know that you're still like in the game. And he now starts realizing that if he doesn't connect with you, he's losing being in the game. It's also very weird. That's the next burden that he's having with your name and your energy and your existence. That the moment you disconnect from him, he physically is getting worse and worse and worse. So the second burden that I'm seeing is that he maybe believes, I think he 100% believes, but I'm just going to say maybe, that maybe you're putting a curse on him, that you are strong. So he's burdened two ways. One, he realized that when he communicates with you, he stays in the game and it's very in the now and he's a part of life. The moment that you take your energy away, he doesn't know anymore where he stands. So it's really scary and frustrating and stressful. Secondly, he thinks that his physical depletion or negativity spiraling is connected with you not being there. So maybe you have the power to create that. So you're a burden, but also a scareness. So it's heavy. It's really heavy. Personally, I don't believe you're making him sick at all. I believe that you were a way that he could take off or let go his frustration, let go of the fear of being old, because there were still like things you could like go or create or engage in. I feel like he wanted to do that on his own, like a trip or something, because you disconnected to show like, I don't need you, I can do it on my own. But it created so much stress that he would never leave, in my opinion, what I see in the cards. So again, stress, and the stress creates more physical problems. So that's the burden that you are at. You are this burden for him. You are not as a person a burden, because it's totally the image that he's projecting because he's going through something, and he's like self-righteous to like say, hello woman, you're very important to me and thank you, because you dealt with my shit. I had a better life when you're out of it. So hey, I realize that now. How can we fix that? But he's not on that horse yet. He's still in the blaming. So that's what I've got for you. I hope it helps, really. So really don't take it personally. It's nothing to do with you. You should see it as a big compliment that you, with your energy and your authentic person, Jessica, are able to create a person's life, make it more meaningful, making it more worthful, and making it more healthy. Even they're not seeing that. So maybe you need to do something with that in the future, because you're an energy giver, you're a healer. So if you care about your clients, you can do that with everybody. Break the soul contract. Some bonds are meant for growth, not forever. When the lesson ends, the contract dissolves. You're free to walk away. So spirits are saying it's now up to him. And that's his process. He didn't reach out yet because he's not there yet. And you don't have to take any blame or any feeling guilty or whatever. You gave him everything. and he enjoyed life, and he didn't see that, and he didn't give that energy back to you, and he took advantage of you, and now karma is hitting, and now it's the question, what is he doing with that karma? But he's a free person, and if you love a person and you're not addicted to a person, because a lot of people, I'm in love with them, so I'm addicted to them, then you just love them so much that they make their own decision where they're happy for. And that should be your energy that you would give to him, that you love him so much and that you care so much about him that you want him to make his own decision. Shasha, I'm never not thinking about him. Even when I'm not thinking about him, I'm thinking about him. It's the first thing when I wake up every morning and I don't know how to make it right. Find another obsession. That's what I'm telling you. You're obsessed. Should I send him a Christmas card? Whatever you want, it's up to you. If you don't send, you make the obsession go. If you send, you keep the obsession, because it's still something you need in your own life to wake up and get through the day. I mean, obsessions we create, and we can call them different names, but obsessions we create, like people who say, I need to run every morning 20 minutes, otherwise I'm not a person today. It's an obsession. If you run 3 times a week, that's enough for an active lifestyle. So if you do more, and that's okay, in my opinion, but then it's an obsession. If you say that you need to do that because otherwise you can't be a human or a person, or you can't function, then it's an obsession. And we need sometimes obsessions to get out of a hole, to climb back to light when life hits us really bad. But in this moment, you're not in a survival situation anymore than when you met your Charlie. So the question is, can you turn it around? This kind of energy relationship doesn't serve you anymore, because that's why you took a step back. You want to be treated differently. You want different energy from him. So then you need to change. And this time out is showing what you need to change so that energy shifts. And when it's very difficult to get rid of an obsession, it's the same as quitting sugar or quitting caffeine. This is the same. In my opinion, just put a band on, and every time you think of it, you hurt yourself, like click out of it and then do something else. Make a cake or whatever. You can change an obsession with another obsession that is more healthy, if you're still like in the survival modus. Or you say, listen, I don't need an obsession anymore. When I feel the obsession to do something, I'm going to just meditate and find an inner peace. But that's a step further. I don't know where you're at this ladder, because 5 minutes passed. But that things are, you can think and about it and grow. But that's up on you. So good luck. Good luck. Thank you so much for your donation. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to my live. I'm a professional psychic. My name is Shasha. I do this work approximately 30 years now. But I'm live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and this week on Sunday. So if you want a 5-minute dedicated reading with me this week, then you need to show up those times, because then they're only $10, 10 euros minimum. So 5-minute dedicated reading for a minimum of $10, 10 euros. If you want to still add yourself to my list today, then you need to be really quickly. Then please go to my bio, first and second options in my link tree, or you can gift a train on TikTok, or you can go to PayPal. Medium Shasha is my name. Minimum donation $10, 10 euros. Okay, we did the collective already today. So if somebody still wants to revisit because you just connected with the live, then please, after my live, you can just check out my socials. I will post it. Okay, at this moment, I'm gonna do oracle cards. So if somebody wants an oracle card for them today, then just put your name out, okay? Just write your name or a letter, your first letter, whatever you feel comfortable, and then I'll pull an oracle card for you, okay? So somebody wants an oracle card? Rika, let's check. Rika, clear negative energy. Negative energy keeps you stuck. Clear it and create space for the positive flow life. When I get that card, sweetie Rika, I start physically clearing up, because when you start doing something physically, you do it emotionally and you do it spiritually. So if you're really finding this difficult to create space for new beginning, then create space physically. Start clearing up. Start like put your summer clothes separate from your winter clothes. Start living the life now. Prepare your house or where you live for the now. Like reorganize your purse, all these things, because then you do it emotionally and spiritually. Next on the list is Samantha. I'm getting forgive yourself. Forgiveness isn't for others, it's for you. Free yourself from guilt and shame. Totally that, Samantha. You don't know what you give in the world. And then when people ghost you or take it advantage, or when you are stuck and can't give anymore because your energy is like totally depleted and people are nasty, you take it personal. Don't do that anymore. You're a great person and you know that. Every day you wake up to do your best. And yeah, we are human. We'll make mistakes. But that's not okay how people treated you. And you shouldn't accept that anymore. This is, if you accept mediocre, you'll get mediocre because spirit will think this is what you like. This is okay for you. You should just tolerate it, but not accept it anymore. Barbie. No, I'm not doing questions. You wanted Oracle card? Yes, of course, Barbie. Then I have softened the armor. What once protects you may now be holding you back. Let your heart breathe without defense. So you should soften, be more soft to people. Don't feel like everybody's attacking you. And if they attack you, you can deal with it now. So try to be more soft. Not everybody is your enemy, and not everybody who is around you wants to take advantage of you. Veronica, release suppressed emotions. Let the feelings you buried rise without shame. Cry, scream, breathe. Freedom begins where expression flows. So, time to start shouting. Go to the sea, shout, be angry. Leanne, let's see, Leanne. Cultivate courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the ability to move forward despite it. So you need to start cultivating courage. How do we do that? By trying every day to do something a bit out of our comfort zone, Leanne. So every week have like one task for yourself that is a bit out of your comfort zone, and then step by step you'll see, oh, but I survived, but oh, I survived, and oh, I like it. And because often when we're unhappy and I feel like you're in an unhappy space, the best way to move forward is not by doing the same thing that you did yesterday and a year ago, because often the solution is in something we're fearful of, or we think really, really bad because everybody told us that we are bad, or people don't want us to know that we're good at it. So they took it away from us by making us very uncertain of that situation, or trauma situation. So trying to get out of this situation by doing the same every day as you did in the past, I don't think you will have a different result. So it's a bit of waste of time, and you after a while like give up. That's totally normal. So the best is to try something that you don't feel like doing, because often there is your answer. So baby steps. I was thinking of going to the sea today. See? And the card is telling you to do so. So good luck. Is there anybody else who wants still a card? Thank you for the deep and powerful reading. My pleasure, sweetie. D7. Let's see what oracle card you will get from me today, and spirit. Oh, this one is beautiful. Let go the what could have been. Grief often hides in the story of what didn't happen. Release the almost and return to the now. Oh my God. That's rewriting stories and conversations in your head. Yes, that's you, sweetie. That's these 7 sons. This is really things that makes you scared or painful or hurting you. These are things that you feel or you think people are telling, or the narrative is wrong. Try to rewrite them by doing this, by doing with that story, like take that and start doing that with it. Make a picture of it and try that. You'll see that you will be in a better space in a week if you just constantly, everything that comes up, like grab it and do those actions with it. And you deserve it, sweetie. Live. Thank you so much. Recently came out of a very bad relationship, so that was very fitting for me. Thank you, Leanne. Live, live, live. What card will you get? Live. Barbie, you had your card already. Clear and tangle karma. Every relationship holds lessons. Break free from karmic ties, what no longer serves your growth. Okay, so live at this moment. You're just making safe choices. It's like you have no energy to like go for something you feel that is really like a big step and it's like scary. And the problem again is often when we keep doing it safe, then probably we did it already because we know what to do and we know, but then we'll get the same result that we did in the past and it was not so memorable, or we're not in the great space because actually we want different things, but we're just doing it in the same way as we did in the past. So you get like stuck and you just continue in circles where you just never break free from. So that's a pity, sweetie. Hannah, your card. Untangle emotional dependency. Untangle emotional dependency. When love feels survival, it's not love. It's fear. You're safe without attachment. Again, this is from a base of not being happy with yourself. And probably you're not happy with yourself because you created a space that isn't safe or where you are not feeling comfortable. And somebody took your self-worth away from you when you were young, that you are not able to create a safe space and a place where you feel happy on your own. So that's why you go and look for people that you think have something or better or whatever, and you take their crap because you think that you need them to be somewhere where you feel safe. So you're okay with them treating you shit. You're okay with that they ghost you. You're okay. So this is not the truth. So this is like Snow White being taken by the witch telling her lies. This has happened to you. So Spirit and me are here telling you, first, you can create whatever you want on your own. So when you want love, it's not to create something for you. It needs to make your life that you created already for you more fun, more love. And if they don't up your life, then you don't want them. You don't love them. Do you get it? So that's the difference. So be aware of that. Maria on YouTube. Oh, you have the same as somebody else did. Clear negative energy. Negative energy keeps you stuck. Clear it and create space for the positive flow of life. So start clearing negative energy. If you have difficulties with that, you start cleaning your house or creating space or cleaning your purse or cleaning your pockets of your coat. I don't care. It starts with physical things, so emotionally and spiritually it will follow. Very, very true. Thank you so much. My pleasure, Hannah. Okay, Clara. Clara, thank you for the gift. Let's see. Clara, you want an oracle card? Still have 10 minutes, then I need to get off live. So if you still want an oracle card today, then please put your first name. Rewrite the way you love, Clara. When pain becomes the pattern in love, it's time to relearn connection. Begin again differently. So home and a person and a name or something from the past or something that new that in the future, it doesn't matter. Even in a current relationship, it doesn't matter. From today, you're gonna assess every relationship that you have with somebody and you're gonna give it a new start. That's really important. You're gonna define what you are giving and what you are receiving out of you. You don't need to have a conversation with that person. You. And if you feel that it's not balanced, you're gonna tell them. You're gonna speak out. You're gonna make a note, and when they reach out or they need you or what, you're gonna not say yes anymore. You're gonna use the word no, but if you give me blah, 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 then maybe. Do you get it? That's what they're telling you. Let's see. Thank you, Desma, for your donation. I'll do it in a few minutes, your reading. Thank you, Dee. You want a 10-minute read? Yeah, I got you. Okay, Claudia. Claudia. Thank you for the cat. Yes, you missed yours, Clara. I just did that. Claudia, you can just go to YouTube and then revisit it later. Accept your destiny. Claudia, you need to accept your destiny, sweetie. Embrace the unfolding of your journey. Trust that each moment is leading you to your true path. So, Claudia, things happened in the past that you gave your power, your wheel of your boat to somebody else. They guilt you, they emotionally depleted you, whatever. But you start putting somebody else's destination in your navigation system, and you were heading towards another direction than you wanted. So life unfolded for somebody really great, but for you, you got more and more lost from whom you were and what is the meaning of your life on this rock. So somewhere you woke up, grab that wheel, and start steering again. But because of you didn't drive the boat or sail the boat for a long time, you were not really good at it. You were a bit clumsy. So you were trying to go to the left, and then the wind went to the right, or the thing of the wheel hit your head. But that phase is over. So now you are very accomplished in sailing your ship. You're like really very good at it. So at this moment, when you want something, the result comes really quickly. So all this past, instead of seeing it as lost time or unfolding or questioning yourself, should be like thrown out. You just have to have empathy for yourself because you're just human. And people are very good in guilting them, so you give them priority, and guilting them that you will give your life for somebody else that you shouldn't. So this time, this place, take 2026 as the year to really like celebrate that you are where you need to be. So when you want something, don't think anymore how it took or how it went in the past, because now you're on your path. So it's gonna go slowly but quickly and flowingly and not against the stream. So if something is difficult, then let it be. It's not now. It's not like in the past you needed to do difficult for yourself because you give the easy road to somebody else. So be aware of that. Okay, I'm gonna go to Desma's reading. Desma, where are you, sweetie? You're next on deck for a 10-minute read. Desma! Yes. And keep it. Don't give it to anybody. Keep your wheel, your steering wheel. Puts like electricity on it when you're going to the loo. So when you're back, there's our body, but that wheel will be free. And you're the only one who keeps the code. That would be really funny. I love you so much, Claudia. So fun. Okay, I'm gonna go to Desma reading. I'll be back for minutes after that. Yeah, it is difficult, sweetie. Everything is difficult. If it would be easy, we would do it by ourselves. Desma, help Shasha. Oh my God, help Shasha. Yes, I'm here, sweetie. I had a moment of weakness with OD. I let my guard down and I need to detach a sap. Oh my God, sweetie. Today I chose to put me first again. What is his vibe? His ego is too big. Oh my God, sweetie. But it's not bad because you're realizing it. That's really important and incredible. Can you imagine that a month ago we thought that we would have this whole journey with Dee again? It was in your cards, but I don't think you really believed it. So, it's good because Dee is also, Dee is also showing how strong and what a person you are. The first thing that I'm getting, and that's the first cards that I will to explain, that nothing has to do with your question, but for sure gives you information why you're going through that. And I think when we know that, it gives us a bit of peace of mind. And I think that that's the first step that we need in this crazy situation that is unfolding, and you feel like out of your control, is that your life shifted when it's like you chose to settle down with a person in the past and you were done with that topic. You know, the whole dating and who's going to be my husband and how and where will I grow old and will I have children. It was like done that topic because you got married with somebody, and that's what I'm seeing. And that's not OD, but that's somebody of your past that's coming through now really, really strong. And the problem was you couldn't build a friendship. You went into that marriage, and for sure, him as dating somebody, like it needs to be exciting, it needs to be fun, I need to get energy out of it, blah, blah. But marriage is something different. It's choosing it to be with each other every day. And we are not our best every day. And for sure, that person will not be their best every day. And we keep navigating together our goals, and our goals is a piece of my goals and a piece of his goal, depending how good you are in negotiating goals. And you need to like every day be like really strict that when we move, you gain, they gain. If you have kids, they gain. I mean, it, and then you get all these in-laws and extra friends. And so married life is different. And if you can't be in a friendship based way, it's like impossible to navigate that all and be kind to each other and nice. A friendship, a real friendship, you do more for somebody else than for yourself. You do more for a friend than for yourself. So in a friendship, you can just like take a step back and accept that we need to go now on that part. And then that other person, you know, they will take a step back if blah, blah, blah. Because in a marriage of 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, there will be occasions that your goals are easier met than their goals, and they don't have to be egoistic to say, no, even your goal is easier to meet now. We'll keep going on my goal. And then once I get it, then we'll maybe look to your goal because you can't continue. So, and that's frustration. So the lesson of your past, like fairy tale that was like a bubble that was like stinged and popped, is that friendship that a marriage is different than dating, that a marriage is work, and that a marriage is frustrating, and that a marriage is losing a part of your identity and freedom. So these are all things and issues that you are dealing with, but you're not addressing them. That's what I'm getting. And that's why these men are coming in your life now, because there's another one. And why the importance of those men is actually not important who they are, it's more your attraction. So you're still attracted to the ego-driven person, even you put in your navigation system to find the real love, to marry again, to settle again, and to have that fairy tale again that you wanted when you settled first time. And this time you come in with scars and with less illusions and more realistic. And then sometimes we fall back in old behaviors. And what happened with OD was not a weakness. It was just the young Desma that came back. So actually, this is growth. It's not stepping back. This is just you becoming back the one that ever started a wedding, a marriage, because that version of you is less broken than the one now that stayed behind. And so actually all this period and everything you went through with OD and all these people, maybe the experiences were not great, but you were healing yourself. You went into them with your eyes wide open and totally wanting to learn about it and totally wanted to grow. And growing take is painful, and you were okay to accept it even after that bubble was burst. I'm annoyed at myself. I bet he feels he got the control back over the situation. You're annoyed with yourself because now you know how he feels. Before you gave him the same, but you didn't realize it. And so now it's fun because when you know it, you can give it and you can take it back. And you, as a person, feels different about the relationship than before. Because before the same happened, but then you didn't know, and then you were frustrated and thought you were doing something wrong, or they could belittle you, or you felt that you had to do more to be, to deserve him and so on. And now, and he doesn't know that you know. Do you get it? So actually, you are in a very powerful situation. And that is what you need to heal from your past marriage, to be able to be ready for the new that you manifested. How does he feels today? He called me a few times, just doing his usual ego pushback. He feels like we had cards in the past that he's being pushed to settle down. You leaving and not saying anything, that was the first step, that you just like disappeared. Made him realize, because he was like, I don't need you, and I have this one, and I have that one, and I have this option. He realized emotionally that you are the only person in his current life that if he will settle down, he doesn't want to, but his environment is pushing. So he feels like he will probably feel like doing it because he doesn't want to disappoint anybody, that you're the only one that he can do it with. And then you were gone. So the first break was that he realized that you were the only person who is good to him. Then he felt that he had no power because you are good to him, so you control him. He doesn't like that. So what he did is get you back and then start treating you shit. So you don't know how important you are for him. Do you get it? Able to give him another tower moment like I did before, need to disappear again. Yeah. Just, I don't think disappear, because you did that already. I would just not give energy anymore. Like, be busy. Be kind, be sweet, be nice, because it's acting. If you look to the actions and you take away the scaredness, because he's overcompensating, and his ego that is so big is actually because he's a small child and he's really scared. And now you know that. Before, you thought it was something you did, and he was blaming you of feeling like that, and you took it personally and wanted to encourage him that it wasn't. And now it's his problem. So you need to say, this is a you problem. It's not a me problem. And from that energy, you're gonna be in that situation. Because from that energy, just every time he calls you and he says something and you think, but that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. You just tell him, I understand, but that's your problem, no? What do you want from me? I have also problems with you, and that's this and this. So if you want me to help you with your you problem, then you need to help me with my problem that I have with you. So the good thing now is, yes. So the most thing that you need to do now is every time he calls you, ask him why, and then tell him, and how do you think I can help you? And then he says so, and then you say, yeah, but I need this and that from you. So if we can help each other, that would be nice. So you need to start changing your communication by understanding what is going on and by telling him how you want to be treated. Because then this kind of person that is a scary person, and you love him really a lot, Desma, you love him like crazy. you can see if he's capable of transforming to a good person, because people are good, but their behavior is wrong. And I think that this is in this situation. His behavior is not good. But I couldn't help you before if you didn't see what was going on. And if you in this relationship couldn't see that it's his problem and not yours, because then it becomes toxic. Yeah, I get that. So I think you should move forward at this moment where you're at in that way, and then decide later, because it's a good person. Once he accepts you, once he knows you're not the enemy, once he understands and feel that if you are strong and he's weak, because you know and he's okay with it, that you can make him weak, but you will never do that, and you think that that's actually nice because you have a bigger, like, you're important to them. If you get to that vulnerable place, and you will, as I communicated how to use the energy now, then this can really work well, because you healed each other and you are soulmates. So do that. The oracle card that I'm getting, because your 10 minutes have passed, is honor your growth. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Honor where you are right now and celebrate your progress. Yes, he will chase you when you start communicating this way, not by ghosting, because you did that already. That was a tower moment. Now you create a tower moment by thinking, listening to people, asking them what they need from you, very kind, and then say, I will or I will not, and why. And if they then start pushing that they need you, then you say, of course, but then maybe you can help me and I can help you. So you need to start being more like in a negotiation way, because that will let them have a tower moment again, that the relationship and how you both communicate with each other is different, and that will wake him up. So that will work. Okay, sweetie, thank you so much today for everything. I need to go to the hairdresser, so I need to say goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow. Accurate as always. Ah, you're so kind. I'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. GMT, London time. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and everything. So you know when I'm live. Don't forget to like my posts, and then I'll see you all tomorrow if you're there. And otherwise, the next live will be Friday and Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Hope to see you all then. And if you need me, you know where to find me. Bye, everybody. Thank you for everything. Good luck with everything. Bye. And everybody on TikTok, YouTube, the same.